Hi, friends. Tony Sindelar back with another puzzle walkthrough and solution. This time I'm talking about the puzzle I created called Forbidding. So let me start out with a confession here. I wrote this puzzle several years ago and sat down today to plan this little video and realized I did not remember the exact details of how this puzzle is solved. So I spent a decent amount of time resolving the puzzle, just remembering the basic premise to get me started. And that's where I was starting from today. So, forbidding, you'll see this is another puzzle with a lot of images. I love using images in puzzles. Uh, it's not just images, but probably pretty quickly you might notice is that there's a decent amount of images with text, and all of the images in this one-page PDF have a black box placed over part of it as if to obscure something. Hopefully, that is a clue that what's behind the black box is important. The flavor text here says, "How can we even find out what is missing in this mess?" So there's the idea that it's something is missing. So some of these you might be able to just recognize what's going on here. Some of these are things where you might need to do some image reverse search or other ways of figuring out what's going on. I'm just going to plug in some things here. So we've got the Goldman Sachs logo up here. We've got the USA Network logo here. This is clearly a promotional image for the TV show from the 90s, ER. Scrolling down, we've got the cover to the video game Myst. We've got part of the logo for the TV show Eureka. So we're going to fill that in. And we notice in some cases it's a whole word missing. In other cases, it's part of a word, maybe suggesting that just those letters are going to be important. So I'm going to fill those all in here. And again, some of these I would not expect someone to know, but you might have to do some image search or other research to figure out what is going on. Let's see. I feel like I did the kind of obvious ones here. This up here I know is the Proctorio, which is a higher ed or education software company that I always thought had a very strange name. This is another higher ed theme thing here. You have the logo for a school. Again, reverse image search might get you there, or searching on some of the words that are visible. And this one I feel like is a little tricky because there's some multiple words that are partially blocked out there. And they are kind of flipped orientation. So it says the Hun. Over here, I got two left. And down here, last one. Again, part of a word and then a second word, and not one I would expect anyone to know, but you might Google image search to get that. Now, what's going on here? You might need to do some searching on words to see if anything pops out at you to figure out what's going on. Why might these words be significant? I will tell you, there's a theme that connects all of them. Surprise, it's a puzzle. That's how it works. And the one that I think might jump out at some people particularly dramatically is this one here, Kraven. Kraven is the name of a comic book character, Kraven the Hunter, and in fact, he's a Spider-Man villain. And in fact, as you look around at some of the other words that are partially visible on this page, you might realize that there are some other kind of Spider-Man themed words at play here. Mysterio is a Spider-Man villain. Dr. Octopus, Electro. There's a character called the Vulture, and so you've got like little bits of the names of Spider-Man villains, specifically not just any Spider-Man villains, but the Sinister Six are a classic group of 6 Spider-Man villains who cause Spider-Man trouble. But what is missing is you don't have quite all of the letters to get the Sinister Six. Here's my little screenshot of putting the pieces together to get the names that are there, but each character is missing a name. So you've got Craven from the Brewing Company logo here. You have the Hun from Hunter College. It's missing the T, and you've got ER from the ER TV show logo gets you Hunter, Craven the Hunter. You've got Vul from Vulcan, and so on to spell out things, but you're missing 6 letters spread across these. I'll tell you, you could just do an anagramming of these 6 letters. There's only one good anagramming of these 6 letters, but I don't like a puzzle that requires anagramming. A simple thing you might then check is, what if I alphabetize some stuff? So if you alphabetize by character name, Dr. Octopus, Electro, Craven, Mysterio, Sandman, Vulture, you'll see that your 6 letters that are missing spell out the word potent. Potent is the final answer for this puzzle. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with more puzzles.